Hi guys, so today we are going to be doing something exciting. So this video is for people who want to learn how to build a sales page using the Selar Sales Page Builder. I think this is one of the most recurring questions that I keep getting, and I've done like a tutorial on this in my paid programs, but I decided to do something to just show you how you can use the sales page builder. Now, before I show you how, you need to understand what a sales page is first, right? So a sales page is basically a page that you use to sell a digital product, or sometimes you can even use it to sell a service. Right? So if you're selling courses, you're selling ebooks, you need to be able to build a sales page that will provide more information about your product. You need a page that will provide more information about your product, including testimonials, how it's going to work for them, and all of that. In a later video, I am going to talk about the elements of a sales page copy, how you can write a high converting sales page. But in this particular video, we're just going to focus on how you can build a sales page on Selar Builder. Now, the first thing that I always tell people when they want to build a sales page, all right, is that they should first of all look for a sales page inspiration. Yes, a sales page inspiration. What does that look like? I'm going to quickly show you what a sales page inspiration look like, and then we'll start, building on Selar. A sales page inspiration is basically just look for a page that you like, and then you see how you can tailor your design with that page. Just an inspiration, don't copy the page. And before you start building your sales page, you need to also be sure that you've already written the content of the sales page. You already have your sales page copy written down, your headline, your sub-headline, the content that you want to sell to them, objection, testimonials. We'll talk about that in depth when I'm talking about writing a high converting sales page copy in another video. But right now, let's focus on that. So we are going to look for an inspiration on the sales page, on the Selar Sales Page Builder, and from there we are now going to continue. So let's do that real quick. So for this particular video, I'm going to be using my landing page, my own sales page, where I used to sell my book, my brand clarity handbook. This is how the page design really looks like. Sometimes it's not about, how fancy the design is, but more of the content. So remember I told you what a sales page should look like. It should have the headline, the sub-headline, images of video. So in this part, you can put your hero image or your hero video, like sharing more details about what you're selling. And then you talk about, why they need to buy the product, either a book or anything. Then we have testimonials. This is more for social proof, just more details about the book that you want to buy and why you should invest. So that is the job of your sales page. Your sales page should be able to let people know why they should invest in what you're selling to them, right? And then also give them the option on how they can pay, maybe different ways that they can buy that product that you are trying to sell to them. Okay, also talk about you, your expertise. That's also like a form of social proof. All right, so this is my sales page for this book, and we're just going to do like the first part. We'll not build everything because you're going to sleep here. I just want to walk you through the Selar Builder so you can know how to use it. All right, so now let's start with the sales page builder. So in order for you to build a sales page on Selar, you need to first of all be on the pro plan. Yes, you need to upgrade to the pro plan. The price varies, so you just have to check their pricing page to make sure you are on point. Once you've upgraded to the pro plan, you can see I'm on the pro plan here. You can now go to sales pages. I have a couple of sales pages here. I'm just going to show you how to build that real fast. So you click on create a page, and right now Selar does not have any templates. It's just blank. That means you have to start from scratch. Yes, in the future, I think they talked about getting templates so that you can just choose already made designs and templates, and you just put in your content, which will make it a lot more easier for you. But right now you build from scratch. So you click on use template and you name your sales page. Let's say the name of the product is MBCH, my brand clarity handbook. My brand clarity handbook. By the way, before we go on, if you're wondering what MBCH is all about, my brand clarity handbook, that book is for anybody that wants to build a brand or that represents a brand. What does this mean? If you want to build your own business, you want to monetize, you want to build it sustainably so that you are not all over the place, you're not overwhelmed, then my brand clarity handbook is for you. Then if you represent a brand, you're a social media manager, you're a team lead in marketing, you lead a marketing team, a strategy team, you are a founder, the book is also for you because it helps you understand the right questions to ask, how you can lead your team, and how your team can bring your vision to life through all of their marketing and strategy efforts. So you can get a copy of the book. It will be linked in the comments and in the description. So now that you know that, let's move on to the tutorial where I'm showing you how to build a sales page on Selar. So my brand clarity handbook, you can now put like the slug MBCH. So my URL is now going to be d2creatorsheet.selar.co/page/MBCH. All right, so I'm going to, you don't need to put a description. You can also put, if you like, just create the page. So once you create the page, it opens up the editor for you. So the editor is where you're going to do all of the work, right? Now, remember that we have a page inspiration that we are looking at, okay? Remember also, you should already have your sales page copy written out by now. You can have it in a Google Doc written out or in a note app that's already written and typed out. So you're not building your sales page and writing at the same time. You are going to be frustrated here. So I don't have a document showing a written sales page right now. Let me even go and get one. No need for all those talk. So for this particular sales page, I'll just pull up the document where I had it written down before I built it. So you know that I practice what I preach. I don't just preach, right? All right. Eliminate, you see where I already written down everything that I want to set up, including the testimonials, how it's going to be like. So this is how I write my sales page copies, even for myself or my clients, before I start building it out. This makes the whole work easier, okay? So we already have it. So don't think that I'm just telling you what you cannot do. So now, when you want to build your sales page on Selar, you need to see that you have your headline and your sub-headline. So you need to figure out these two things first, okay? And if you look at the sample sales page that we're looking at, it has the headline, sub-headline, and then the hero image and the call to action button. So you need to figure out this top part first. Now let's go and familiarize ourselves with the Selar Sales Page Builder. Now you are here, everywhere is empty. You need to figure out your hero section. Now we have the headline, sub-headline, the hero image or video, and then the call to action button. And just try to like drop a container. So drop a 100% container there. Let me show you showing green before you release it. So the container is now there. Go to section and drag the section that you want to put in there. Make sure it shows green before you release. So it's now there. So start with a component 100%, and then you now put the header. So how this is looking like, as you can see, this is the headline, this is the sub. So here already you can see that the sub is above the headline. How do we move it around? So select the headline. To your right, you will see this arrow down, arrow up. So when you click on this arrow down, arrow up, it goes up, and then the sub headline comes down. You see that? Now, but there's no hero image here. Neither is there hero video. So what can you do to add that? You can come here to components and go to videos and image, and you can drag an hero image and put. Make sure you see green first before you release that. Where is our image? Okay, our image is here. So you select the image, and it's not center aligned right now. So if you want to center align, make sure you use this to select the entire parent, and then you see how you can center align it. So it's centered. So now the problem I have with just dragging an element and putting inside here is that it will not be center aligned. It will not be. So you need to look for an already designed template that has a center aligned image like this one. So you just drag this and put it here at the bottom, right? Go to section, hero, drag this one. I already have an already designed image. Let's do that again. Make sure it's showing green, then you release. Then you can now move this image to the top. Exactly. Select it, select the image, use the arrow to move it up, up, up. Exactly. So we have to delete this out because it's not center aligned. It's going to stress you, right? So you can undo.
Another simple trick that you can use to center align anything, if you don't want to go through the struggle of, looking for already existing template that has what you're looking for, is for you to go to component, go to container, drag the 100% container to the place where you want to put that thing that you want to center align. So the 100% container now is here. Then you drag your image or whatever thing you want to center align, put it there. Right now that your image is here, select the image, scroll, come to this place and select the parent. Now you selected the parent, right? Select the parent again. So more like click this 2 times, select the image, click this twice. Now you can go to column, center align, and it's going to center align the image for you. You see that it's already center aligned now. So if you upload the image here, it is going to be center aligned. So this can be a text, it can be anything. Just drag and drop the container 100% there before you now put the image or the text, and it's going to be center aligned. Another thing we're going to look at before I move on is on this component, you can see that there's 50%, 60%, 33 days, there's this, 25, 25, 25, 25, right? And there's also like a centered container. I think this is it. So this is the centered container that center aligns everything. So I think you should even use the centered container option. So just use the center container option to drag and drop anything. So use the center container option to drag and drop, and if anything is not center aligning, just use that center container option. For this other container, let's say you want a container that has 50-50, that has like 2 columns, right? So you want to put one thing here, another thing here. Let me show you. So you can put something here, you can put another thing here. So let's look at an example of that. So you can come here, let's go to image, right? You can drag and drop one image here, and then drag and drop another image here. That's what this 50-50 container is about. You want to put 2 things side by side. Then the container, then this one, you want 66% and 3%. You want one side to be bigger than the other side. Exactly. So that's what you need. Everything there depends on what you want to achieve. You can also use these other types of containers as well. Because it's a container, you can just easily center. So select this, select parents. So you can center, and so if you say column, it will stay like this. So the use of column and row is to decide how you want it to be centered. You want to be centered on top each other, or you want to be centered in a row side by side. So usually it depends. In this case, I will use a row, or in most cases I use column. But in this case, no, column will not work, so I use row. So if you want it to be side by side, always use row. Or if you want it to be up and down, you can use column. Like for this one now, you can see that we use column. Yeah. So that's that.
So as you are doing your designs, please always click on save. If you click on save, make sure you see progress saved before you continue. If you don't see progress saved, your design has not been saving. And if you are designing and when you write something, you click on save, it did not save, the thing undo itself, please just refresh your page and continue, then save. It will start to save. I just take that out of the way. So now let's bring our content in. Let's copy the headline, Ctrl C, we'll bring it here and we'll put it in here, right? So if you want to, you see what I just said. I pasted something right now, right? And I left it undo itself. How did they say in English? The thing undid itself. You see what I was saying? So you now need to save, refresh your page. Before, you don't just keep doing it, you will be frustrated. Refresh your page, and then before you now paste it again, it will now work. Exactly. I'm just love it that it happened right here on this demonstration, right? So now you see, it did not undo again, so you can now save it. Okay? So now we've saved. But I don't like the way this thing is just packed. I want it to be broader. I want it to be more wide. So what I'm going to do is select it. If I select this, I'm not able to spread it. So use this to select the parent. So once you select the parent, so select the text, select the parent, then you see the width. You can now change the width to 75%, to spread, right? Or change it to 80%, it's spread even more. If you put it on 100%, it's spread even more. I don't like the 100%, so I'll leave it at 80%. So I think this works. Okay, now let's go for the sub headline. I don't have that my picture. I can just put any picture. I can't find that picture anytime soon. So put the sub headline. You see that? Make sure you always save. Then now we need to put the image. Let's assume this is the image, or let's see if I can download the image from this website, so that I have the actual page set up here. So where you want to upload an image, select the image, come to the right, select the image again, click on upload image. Then it will bring up something for you to upload image. There's something supposed to pop up here. Great. Click on upload. Then you select the image you want to upload. Yeah. So once you allow it to upload, once it's finished uploading, you can now select the image. Great. So now let's select the image and click on select. So the image is now here. Amazing. Now the next thing is our button that says, what's the button? Let's look at that says I need MBCH. So come to Seller Builder and change this button to, select the button, change the content to I need MBCH. All right. Then you save. One thing with seller button is that you may not necessarily be able to increase the size more than what you have. So you just have to leave the button as it is. But you can align by turning off the icon. So you see it's central aligned now. You can put the link to the product here. So you can paste the link to the product, so when they click, they'll be able to buy it. Then what's the other thing? You can change your typography, but you cannot increase the size of the button. But you can play around with like the borders. You can add borders to the button. Let's say you want to add borders. This is horrible, even though it's horrible, but you get what I mean. So you can make it tinier. Yeah, I think this works. Yeah, you can add shadow to your button. You can change the color of the shadow though. So we can say the shadow should be the same color as the button or something. This is horrible. Let's reduce the size of the shadow. Exactly. You see, you can add more font to your buttons, and yeah, you cannot really increase the size of the button. That's a problem. One thing I don't like, but I think it suffices. You can also switch between desktop and mobile view. See how it looks on mobile and see how it looks on desktop. I don't like how this subheading looks on mobile. It's too big. So you come here and change the size from 3x large to normal, so it's smaller. I think the heading is okay as 3x large. Let's see 2x large. I think 3x large is okay. So I can say, I think this is good. I think this is good. Yeah. Then let's look at it on desktop. This is just fine on desktop, right? So this is the image. You can reduce the opacity, but why would you want to reduce opacity? Yeah. Then this is the button. Now let's talk about the background. If you look at the sample thing that we have, you can see that there's a background image here, right? So how do you put that on Seller? Very good. Select the purple background, this purple here that you can see. If you scroll down, you will not see background settings. So scroll, you can see there's color and there's image. So I don't want the color, I actually want the image, right? So I turn on the image and you can now select the image that you want to use. Let me see if I can upload if an image from my drive. Let me find an image. Let me just use this one so I will not go too far. Great, our image has been uploaded. So I'm going to select the image and click on select. And so the image is here. Well, it is too, so we have to arrange the image. I don't want the repeats, no repeats. You see, it's not center aligned. Image size, I want it to cover, so it covers everywhere. You can see that. Image position, top left and stuff. Then background, you can change it to remove the background color. I think you can do the opacity. Let's see. So now the problem I have with this is that we need to be able to reduce, you can't reduce the opacity here, right? Because of how it is, unlike what I did here. So I didn't use Seller to build this, by the way. But I'm just trying to show you that you can do something like that even if you're using Seller. The only problem now is you cannot reduce the opacity like how this opacity is reduced, right? But you can just look for an image that does not have. Now, another shortcut that I can tell you to do is you can go to Canva and you do that opacity thing on Canva, right? Reduce the transparency on Canva, then you now download the image and then you bring it to what they call it, to Seller. So those are like creative ways you can build it. So when you see all these creative designs on sales pages. Sometimes that's what they do. Yes. So I'm going to do like a custom design. I just show you how you can use Canva to do that like real quick. I use 1080 by 1360. So I'm just going to upload that same image here on Canva, reduce the opacity, that's the transparency, and then I download it and then I'll take it to Seller and then put it there as a background image. Capiche? So because it doesn't have that feature yet, that's what you can do at this moment to solve that problem. So let me just show you like, okay, this is the image. Let's bring that up here. Okay. Just drag it. Drag it. If I want to remove the background, I can remove the background, but I don't want to do that. So I'll just reduce the transparency a little bit. So we have something like this now. And then I'll just download it. Still normal, like normal image. So let's just download. It's downloading. So let's come to our seller page, come back to our background image, go to upload file, click to upload, and we'll upload the file that have just been downloaded, which is this. So it's going to upload and then we'll select it. You will now see the difference. My page, I just showed you one trick. All right. Okay, cool. Where's the image? Good. So it's here now, we select. Now you can see the difference, right? You can now see that when we reduce the transparency, the white color is no longer working. So you now need to select the text, scroll, and you will see how to change. See text colors, select it and change it to black. You see that? Select this and change it to black. And we are good to go. Can you see that? Exactly. The same thing can happen for your button. Change the background color of your button to something else, your brand color and stuff like that. Why there's still there is because we did like the shadow thing and the shadow color was teal. So we can change it, right? And remember to always save. Now you've been able to, you see, we've replicated this thing that we have here, even though it's not exactly the same. You've just replicated it here. Okay, this one has a background color. This text has a background color. How do we achieve that? So let's select this, scroll to the bottom. Now scroll to the bottom here. You see background settings. Put a background. Okay, this one doesn't allow you to have a background image, but just background settings. So if I want to have a background color on this place, by all means, I will go and look for something that already has a background color and bring it here, and then I'll move it. Let me show you what I mean. Let's look for something. Yeah, this is also a button. I think this one has like, let's move this button. Hey, I like this one. Delete. Exactly. Select and say I need MBCH. I need MBCH, right? Again, you can reduce the width of your button to 75%. So if you look at it on mobile, it might not be working well. So you see, it's not working really well. So you can just change it to like maybe 66 or make it 100%. And I think the padding is not working. So the padding is the problem here. You reduce. Why is this not working? This is weird. So let's see. I need MBC. So this button might not work for us. This is not working here. I'm trying to see what the problem is. Let's look at the margin. Nothing is wrong with the margin. Radius. Okay. So just have to now look at all those things and see if there's anything that is radius is not the problem. This is not the problem. So this button might not work. It works well on the desktop view, but it doesn't work well on the other view. So we're just going to undo and leave the initial button that we have there for us. Yeah, this one is not working for us. Okay, but you already get what I mean. So we're not going to go deep into that. I'm trying to look for something that has a background color, and I've not found any. Let's leave here and go to another section. Let's go to feature session. Okay, there's something that has background color now. Let's bring this here. So this thing has background color, right? So I'm just going to select the background color thing and move it. Nah, I'm not trying to move the text. Sorry. I'm not trying to move the text. This is what I'm trying to move. This thing that has background color. So I'm just going to keep moving it until I move it to the top. So now that it's here, just use this arrow to take it up. Now it's here. Delete this button from here. Now carry this text and put inside here. Just select the text, drag and drop inside here. Great. Center. Now you have something that have a background color. Then I go to background settings. Then you change the color to maybe white. I don't know. Let's use something like this. Then this works. Yeah. So you've been able to now put a background color to this. So that's how it works really, okay? So that's how you can, there's too much space here. Come here, delete this. Come here, delete. So that's how you can do and create like your really good sales page on Selar and just make it like look really nice. Again, you can change your background color to anything. Try to center align. So select this, select the parent and ensure that the parent is centered align. Column, no, let's keep it as row. Yeah, center align, and I think that's okay. That works fine. All right, now there's one final thing I want to show you. Now if you click on this button, it takes you to a section, this section where you have the money and the pricing. Okay, how do you do that to make sure that your button takes you to a section when you click? So I'm going to show you how to do that real quick. Let's say we want this button, when we click on it, it should take us to this section. We need to come to this section, select the whole section, and then you name the section. So you can name it payment, right? Then you come back to this button, select the button, go to link setting. You say link type, say scroll to section, and you type payment there. I think, was this the exact way we type the payment? Let me go and look at it to ensure. Okay, no, that was not the exact way. Let me just copy it and paste. Link settings, and then the exact way we type that payment. Now when we save, you are going to see that that is what will show when we click on this. Let's view this page. Make sure you're always saving at intervals. Okay, let's view the page. Save. All right, so click on view link. Let's view the page and see how it looks like. So that's how you can build your sales page from start to finish using Selar. Exactly, that's how you can do it. You can also build landing pages, link the landing page with your email service provider. So if you have specific questions about Selar, let me know. So this is how the sales page now looks like. You see? So when we click on this button, it takes us to this section. You see that? Amazing. So that's how it works. This section, we were not able to center align it because of like some restrictions on Selar. Okay, Selar does not allow you center align certain things, but even at that, with what we've done, you can see that we've done a beautiful work. This is beautiful, if you ask me. With just this header, right? So if this does not center align, you can always look for something else that can center align for you.
So let's look at this one that is also not center aligned, right? It's refusing to be center aligned. So go to components, remember the trick, go to container, drag in the 100% container, make sure you put it by the side of the thing so it stays at the top. So the container is here now. So drag and drop this and put inside the container. Drag and drop, make sure it shows green before you release it. Okay, it's not in the container yet, so let's Ctrl Z. So this is the container, this one, the smaller one is the container, so that's where you want to aim at. This is really tricky. Hey, it's inside the container now, so select it, select the parent, select the parent again, and then you center align, yeah. Now this should already center align like this whole thing now, and it's not looking bent anymore. So make sure that this thing save. You not see progress here, progress saved, that's saved now. If not, you just be building in vain. So that's how you can build the other set. Now you're done with this section, right? That's how you can build these other sections like that. You might not be able to see this kind of arrow on Selar, but you should be able to do it on Canva. You can do this moving arrow on Canva. So let me show you how to do that. You just need to maybe use a more shorter design. Presentation, yeah. Create a presentation. Let's use it to do what we have to do. You can now trim it when you are done. But it's supposed to be this plus a shorter way. So come here, look for arrow. You can look for, go to elements, look for arrow, right? Arrow that is moving or dancing. You can look for them. You can just type animated arrow set. Animated arrow. Let's see. If you do not see, you can always make things. Okay, this one is a moving one. See, I'm going to use this one now to do something. So see, I'll just do this. Move it here. I'll duplicate 2, 3. Right? I move it. Then I move it. If I want all of them to move. So it might not be exactly the same thing like I said, right? So I will just say animate. So I'll make it animate, and I will say breathe. No, breathe will not work. Baseline, wipe, no. On it, so both. So it will just keep doing that. So you see that I do the same thing for it. I'll say both. Okay, let me just duplicate what I have instead of trying to now do it twice. So yeah, download. So you can now download this as a Jiffy. Download as a Jiffy instead of download as a Jiffy, a GIF. Or you can just go and get like a moving video of arrows from the internet, put it on your Canva and download as a Jiffy. Then you'll be able to upload it as an image on Selar. Yes. Okay, so now we'll come back to Selar here. Let's say you want to put this particular arrow now, right? I'll just put it for you. I'll not show you, will not build anything. But let's just come to this section and look for an image. Or you can just come here and duplicate this particular image. Come here, this is duplicate, right? And then let's drag and drop this somewhere here, right? Okay, so I'm just going to go and upload that Jiffy that we just downloaded. All right, upload the oh my god, are you sure that's the right thing I'm uploading? I don't know what I clicked. Well, let's see what comes up. I don't know what I clicked. Okay, I think it is so. I don't know. Let's see what I clicked. As you can see, this was what we downloaded, right? It's now a Jiffy to keep moving. It will just keep animating. As you can see, it keeps animating. Yeah. Let's see. I think that's not downloaded fully before we brought it here. So let's see what we have exactly. I think it's now downloaded. So let's bring it up. I hope this works on Selar. It works on WordPress, so I hope it works on Selar. I hope so it doesn't fall my hand. Or it doesn't work on Selar. The Jiffy thing doesn't work on Selar. Sorry guys, but it works on WordPress. So if you download a Jiffy, you can upload it as an image. So I'm wondering why this is not working. But yeah, maybe in the future they might even see this video and decide to fix that. So that's how you can really build a sales page on Selar. So if you build your sales page, come back to this comment, come and drop the link to your sales page. Let me take a look at it and probably review it for you. Who knows? And if you have any questions about using Selar or any other platform for selling your digital products, drop them in the comments as well. And I'll be more than happy to show you how to do it. Remember, like and subscribe and turn on the notification bell.